crazy opening weekend. It's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And he returns this to the 22. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 33 yards that time. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The Ravens at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. On the out route, he's got Mostert. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. There he goes, right side. The 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction And taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Jackson on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well. And he connects on a big one there. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On second down, here's the option. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. Flushed, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal, a loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Crossing the field, Beckham makes the catch.
A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Patrick Ricard,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Ravens go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to pass. Tua.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. .51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So
he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. This pass outright to Arcega-Whiteside. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Tua Tagovailoa as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Jackson finding his tight end Andrews for the Ravens, 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson.
And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
They go play action now. Jackson. And this one's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Take it at about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
And that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now Jackson on 1st down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Now Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 31 yards.
And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From midfield, here's Tua. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. to the 10.
A 39-yard gain on the play. First down, Miami.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Back.
Running the counter with Mostert.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Ready.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
From the 27, Jackson. He completes it to Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing is Jackson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, Jackson. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
That'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. And Jackson throwing once more. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the foot. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. And now off to the races down the right side. 30, past the 20. 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
A tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson.
He finds his man complete. That's Flowers.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Jackson running again.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Looking left sideline, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Tua Tagovailoa.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
It's a run with Mostert.
And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. It's caught by OBJ. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
And he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Jackson going to run.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Ravens are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
In motion, Hill.
Right through.
One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
A
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on